Guys, here's a G4 cylinder I ported. It's the first one I've actually ported. Uh, it's for a G2 reed. I port matched the reed. I can't really line it up too well. It's lined up pretty well though. Goes over a little, down, something about like that. Matched it pretty well. Here's how I do my pulse signal for my pumper carburetors. Just put it right in front of where the reeds set in the housing. Works good. A little downward angle. I tried to drill another hole here. It was at the wrong angle. It was too sharp. It would have went right toward that bolt. That's on the bottom. You don't see that though. So I'm running the stock reeds in it. They came with this. They're actually pretty thin. They work pretty good. This came with the 19 millimeter inside diameter. It's either 19 or 19 and a half. The spigot that goes here with for the carb. Here's a cylinder though. I widened the intake 25 millimeter. I have a massive third transfer right there. It's about 7 millimeters deep, somewhere around through there. It's just a little lower than the transfers. I raised the transfers about 2 millimeters and leveled them out. They're pretty level in there. Because they like slant them from the factory on the G4. I nicked it a little right there, but I sanded it smooth. It's pretty level. I water flowed it. Flows real nice with water. I probably could raise this roof of the intake, because that's the roof. I probably could raise it to get that hump out a little bit more. Probably lower it a couple, it'd be like raising it a couple millimeters. But as long as you have it flowing really well, it shouldn't matter too much. Got that nice curvature on it. And I have the exhaust at 31 millimeters wide. I gotta go in here and sand it a little better now. I want it to be a lot smoother than that. And I raised it probably about 4 millimeters, somewhere around through there. It's 31 down toward the bottom, and it's domed roof, flat roofs. I didn't like the way they performed, and I talked to a few people and came up with this. It flows real nice. I've already ran it, and then I just went in and raised the transfers up a little bit better, and widened the intake, port matched the reed. Go in here and hit it with some 320 grit, and then the next size up from that should be nice and smooth. See that? Nice. Tried to get the boost port a little domed. It's a little flat, but that really doesn't affect it as much as the exhaust on how flat the power is, but it should rip pretty good. It's gonna be, well, I might get a couple more cylinders and mess with them. Maybe go a little higher on the transfers on them and the exhaust. I don't know. This is like right around 27 millimeters from the top deck at the highest part of the dome. But yeah, I lowered it, the intake, because I'm running a windowed piston. I lowered the intake, probably, geez, at least 5 millimeters. I put a little curve there too. It's all gonna be nice and curvy. You don't want straight edges. I widened it about 1 millimeter through there. It's kind of like bigger on each end, so it's like a Venturi type flow going on, which speeds it up.